Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Infinity Saga figure by Threezero, and it is Iron Man, Civil War Iron Man. This is Mark, what is that, 46? Yeah, I think it's Mark 46. And yeah, this is what the box looks like. Really nice. It's got foil stamping on here. And it's got Velcro opening, and here you can see the figure. And a window where you can see the figure. Alright, and here we have Iron Man Mark 46 outside packaging, and let's take a look at the accessories first. We have a pair of rockets, forearm rockets, and then a bunch of hands. These two pairs, they look identical, and both of them got a hole on the palm for a repulsor blast, but I don't know why it comes with two sets. Maybe the wrist peg section is a little off, or maybe yeah. But here are some effect pieces, and the base, and the clamp, and then a tool, and there's Mark 46. Alright, let us take a closer look at the armor itself. I understand why they would choose Mark 46, because Mark 47 is identical to this one. It's just a different paint job, so it is easier for them to just reissue this body and then just with a different paint job to create Mark 47. Same as what they did with my Mark 3. They did a Mark 3 with the Mark 2 because they're both the same. And then there's a 43. They released Mark 43, so now they're pre-ordering Mark 42 because those two got the same body as well. And then I think we're getting Mark 50 soon with the accessory pack. So that's about all the ones that are out right now, I believe, or pre-orders. And there's a War Machine that's coming out. It's the same body as the Iron Patriot, so yeah. But it would be nice if they do other armors, like the anything from the for the House Protocol. Those would be nice. Here's a look at the back of the armor. There are two flaps that opens up, and this figure does have light up features, and the batteries are not included, so you'll have to purchase your own batteries. I am using currently I'm using the Iron Man ones from Hot Toys, those really tiny ones, not the regular ones, because those are too big for this Iron Man. So let me go over articulation for this Iron Man. Head can move up and down, good range for flying poses, and it does go left and right as well. And then shoulder pad is on a separate joint. It's on a hinge, so make sure you move that out of the way before you start pushing your arms around to get better range for your figure. And yeah, and then it has butterfly joint right there, so it does swing out. And bicep does swivel. It is very tight. Elbows can bend over 90 degrees right there. Ball jointed wrist. And same as the other arm is exactly the same thing. And then the chest plate, this piece can swing out a little bit. It's on a couple of hinge. No, it's only on one hinge. So it can swing. No, two hinges. No, one hinge and one clamp, I think. But this piece can get out of the way, so you can give your arms a little more room there. So if you're doing the repulsor blast pose with both arms, then this helps. So let's swing that back out. And then as for the torso, there's a joint up. There's a joint up here. Oops, sorry. There's a joint up here. There's a joint right over here. And I believe that's it. Yeah. So yeah, two joints right there. It was kind of hard to see, but could do a crunch, and he cannot do an arch that well. And then as far as the legs is concerned, the thigh panel piece can move out of the way. It's on a hinge. It's on a couple of hinges. So it's, oops, I just popped it right off. But here you can see it's clamp. It'll clamp onto the thigh piece right there. And then there's hinge down here. It's kind of tight, that's why it's not moving, but it does swing out a little bit for the arm to give the thigh section a little more range of motion. Now once you got the thigh piece to go move outward, then you could move his legs, move his hips, legs forward, yikes. Move the leg forward for a little more range of motion. Can he go up to 90? I'm not sure, but yeah. But his legs does move, and I would, and it swings out. The hips does swing out a little bit, and it gives them a little more range right there. And then thigh does have a rotation right there, and then the knees get bent over 90 degrees right there. And I believe there's a ball jointed ankle somewhere in there. And these panels, his leg panels, can move out of the way for you to give him a little more range. And he does have toes articulation as well. Okay, if this is not your first Ironman from Threezero, then you know the back panel here usually it slides backwards, and then you could shift this piece back and then remove it. But this time around, you just lift it up. You don't have to slide anything. You just need to lift this up, and this should pop right off. Oops, and there's the battery compartment, and then right there up front is the little switch. And this is where you turn on the lights for the eyes, if I could get it right there. And then as for the chest, you would need to pop this body off in order to gain access to it. Pop the top portion off like so. Then here's the bottom half. There, right there. Here you would need to remove the screw, slide this off, and then there's a little compartment for you to put the two batteries in. Once you did that, then you could use your finger or whatever you want to use, and you press it, and you'll get the arc reactor light. So if I press this again, let me pop the head back on. So there you have the top half of Ironman all lit up. Arms does not light up. There's no light up features for the arms, unfortunately, but yeah, there you have Mark 46 all lit up. And 47 uses the exact same top portion as the bottom portion, where it's like all silver. But you get the idea. There's what 46 looks like. It's all lit up. And here's how you get the two arms repulsive blast effect. And here you can see the chest plate. It's been folded in, so it could accommodate the arm for swinging it so far forward. So right there, there's a good Ironman pose right there. Here's Ironman in a forearm rocket pose right there. Let's take a close look at the forearm rocket itself right there. Really nice. I think this is a good pose too for Ironman. Just like that. Alright, then here's a size comparison with other figures. We have Marvel Legends on the left, and then of course the second one is Threezero, and then the third one is Mayfax, and then the fourth one is Comic Cave. So you can see Threezero never set the 1/12 scale, so they're not wrong since they're not 1/12 scale, so they should be bigger. And you can see he towers over everyone, especially Comic Cave. So there you go. There's the Iron Man Mark 46. So worth getting? I say so. The color looks better on camera than it is in person. Looks a little brighter on camera, which I like, but in reality it looks a little bit deeper in color, the red especially. So eventually, of course, they'll make a Mark 47, the one from Homecoming, and it will just they would just literally take the top half of this figure and then just add a silver bottom half on the rest of him and call it a day. So totally worth getting. I say so. It's about 130, somewhere around there, 120, 30, somewhere around there. So yeah, I think it's totally worth it. It's got stiff joints. I might even say it's a little too stiff for some, especially the bicep section. That's really tough to move. So, but everything else is pretty decent. Happy with it, and there you go. There's the Threezero DLX line. There, Iron Man Mark 46. Thanks for watching.